This episode of the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast is brought to you by Groundhog Day is an event, not a business strategy. Are you ready to finally solve those pesky issues that keep holding back your business success and never seem to go away? Embrace the power of the S.P.R.I.N.G formula that unearths the issues and opportunities burrowed beneath the surface, and grow your business so you thrive from your intersection of your brilliance and your passion. Claim your copy today at www.thegroundhogbook.com. Welcome to the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast. Join us as we celebrate entrepreneurs, business creators, and brilliant minds who reveal what they are doing to make the world a better place by being part of it. Be sure to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com. While you're there, subscribe to us via your favorite network. Now sit back, lean in, tune in, get your notepad and 2 pens ready, and let's get started.
Hi, my name is Adam Homey. I am your host, and I am honored by your wise decision to tune in and invest in yourself today. Not only am I excited, but Princess Alessandra is being particularly persnickety today. I think she recognizes it's almost time for her wet food meal. We at the Brilliance Plus Passion Project highlight folks who make the world a better place by being part of it and through their contributions to it. And one of the subtracks that I really love about our project is featuring people right here in Las Vegas, the hottest city in America. And one of them is somebody I've had the opportunity to meet a couple times. One of the occasions is when I spoke at the Ultimate Speaker competition here in Las Vegas back in April, I believe it was. Her name is Yana Gotov. She's a coach, mindset mentor, and public speaker. She has quite a story. She was born in the Ukraine and moved to the United States 14 years ago with an educational background including art, architecture, and interior design. However, coaching, mentorship, and public speaking are where she discovered her passion and life mission. She really believes that each of us has a powerful story to impact the world. Yana, welcome aboard. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much, Adam. It's a pleasure for me to be here.
All right. So, first question that we like to ask is, how does the work you do make the world a better place for your clients, customers, and society at large?
Thank you so much for that question, Adam. And first of all, I'm honored and appreciate to all my clients for trust. And because of their readiness and commitment to change their life for better, they're able to create completely new reality for themselves. And as a result, they can reach this state of peace, joy, abundance, fulfillment on so many levels. And by doing so, they are transformed not just their own life, but also the lives of people around them, their family, co-workers, just random people and the friends. And I think it's, to my personal opinion, love, happiness, as well as success is very contagious thing. And when we're spreading our light around, we making the world a better place. And I think it's a chain reaction.
Yeah. So in your own words, what is it you actually do? Like, what's the product? What's the service?
So I bring my clients to intense inner healing and helping them to overcome their internal blockages and resistance in order to smoothly and easy tap into a creator state of consciousness. And you can achieve this state of consciousness by balancing your shadow side and your light side. Because most of us used to neglect our shadow side, right? We don't like to see what's not pretty. So we're hiding that part, not just from the world around, but also from ourselves. And I think personally, it's the biggest mistake. So in order to succeed in life, we need to unite these two parts. We need to find the wisdom in both parts. And that will bring us to the state of wholeness and peace and joy. And that's what we're all looking for, right? but we
Yeah.
need to accept both of our aspects.
Certainly. This makes me think in a way of one of the reasons that I became a podcaster myself. There are so many people out there who have had moments that are not exactly their finest hour. I mean, you can really only have one finest hour to begin with.
Absolutely.
Occasionally, I'll share stories about things that have happened to me, things I've experienced, things I've done that don't, well, let's just put it bluntly, they make me look like an ass. Here's why. Because I want folks to see that I'm able to share it and that I'm able to articulate what I gained from it and how it benefited me on my journey. What happens is folks are, through shame, peer pressure, social pressure, finding themselves in situations where they can't speak up about the things that they've gone through. And as a result, they cut themselves off from the opportunity to go through the learning and growth that comes with it. So by being able to share these stories, I hear from people all the time and say, oh yeah, something like that happened to me too. Well, that's good, because now they can experience it vicarious through me and still gain that learning and still gain that growth. I kind of got that out of what you shared about the work that you do. And speaking of the work you do, when people are considering working with you, what are a few of the most common questions that people will share with you, like the FAQs?
Well, most of the time they ask me, how can I live the happier life? And that's what we all want to figure out, right? And probably another common question is how to find courage to keep moving forward and let go and release all that baggage and past what they had, right? Um, Another one I would think very important, and it related to each of us, how to accept yourself the way you are. And that's what most of the people asking me, and I'm grateful for those questions, because everything starts with question, right? You have, in order to move on, you have to ask the right question in order to get a right answer. And I
Exactly.
and I think we are carry those answers for each of our questions within us. But the problem is we're trying to find those answers somewhere outside, and we losing the the key that all the answers are within us, each of them.
Sure. Sure. What are a few things you wish people would ask?
Well, this is a great question. I think they should ask that, not just me, and we're not just talking about my clients. I think every single of us have to ask themselves, what can I do today in order for my life to be changed tomorrow? This is a crucial question, and from this question, like, the progress start. Now, how, and a lot of that in my teachings, in my true power within teachings, how to unlock my true potential in order to live my life fully, because each of us have incredible potential hidden within. It's like a gem, we just have to find it. And then I think third question is the most important one: how we can serve the world, with our unique gift, in order to tune in into this universal state of abundance. Because when you give in, you're receiving. Those
Right.
kind of things even been written in Bible.
Exactly. Exactly.
um, yeah.
All right, so let's shift gears and have some fun. And this is where our listeners get to know Yana as what Alessandra would call a person. Get it?
Yes.
Uh, so, first of all, what would people who know you be surprised to learn about you?
Well, that's a great question, Adam, because it depends what kind of people we talk about. For example, my family members, my closest friends, they know me from one side, and other people who I'm interact each day, they know me from other side. But I probably would say I'm I'm extremely spiritual, right? I trying to find this balance, as far as you understand already, between
Yes.
um between spiritual world and physical world. But I think my life is it's the beautiful dance of my mind and my soul. And for this particular reason, I think the the life um, brought me to different sides of the world. For example, I've been living in Egypt for 2 years when I was young, when I was 10 years old, and I was able to visit every single pyramid up there. And then the life threw me in the Peru, where I was
Uh-huh.
able to meet a lot of great people and wisdom keepers. And I don't know, it just, when you're in the flow, it's the magic start to happening,
Yeah.
definitely.
I knew you were not native born to the United States, and I knew you came from the Ukraine, but I didn't know you were that much of a world traveler. So see, you surprise even me. Now, what would you what do you hope people say about you when you're not around to hear it?
Um, Probably that I'm trustworthy, and that the time the time is the most valuable resource, right? And that time with me is really changed their life. They shifted their life for better. I want to see a progress in my in people's life who surrounds me, and even those who not. I still want them to succeed in life and grow
Yeah,
and shine their light.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So if you could go back in time and change one thing you've done, one thing that's happened, one thing you've experienced, what would it be and why?
I probably would not change a thing, Adam, because every single thing that happened in my life was intended me to grow and to be better and to become who I am today. If I would take one thing, one event, one person out of my life, everything gonna fall apart. So even the most um, sad events in my life, for example, the departure of my mother, uh, that there's a sad part in that, but also because of that situation, I got awakened like 6 years ago. So there is a two side of the coin in every single situation or event in my personal life.
Certainly.
Mhm.
What famous person, alive or dead, would you like to meet? And what question would you have for them if you had the opportunity?
I want to meet so many, but
You've already met me, so that's out.
I met you, and that's more than enough. So, but I probably would love to meet Robin Sharma. He's a
Okay.
Canadian author, and
Yep.
he's a motivational speaker, and he's well known for his book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And he's just amazing wisdom keeper. He used to be a lawyer, and then he in just a year or two just shifted into completely different field, and right now she's changing the lives of millions of people. And if I would meet him, I probably would ask him how was that transition and how he found the balance, because I'm still learning. I have, that saying, the black belt is the white belt. So I still have this my white belt mentality, and I try to grow every day, and I drop everything I know and I learn from scratch over and over and over again.
Yeah. Well, for those last two questions, if we were playing Fast Money on the Family Feud, uh, the one about what would you go back in time and change, the number one answer with a bullet is nothing. If we were to consider our entire history of guests as a survey sample, and famous person alive or dead, number one answer is Jesus Christ.
That's right.
And that total just continues to run. Now, what motivates and inspires you to keep going when you're having a tough time or facing a challenge?
Uh, Probably my family, my
Okay.
kids. My kids, they are my biggest gem, and them they are my greatest achievement in this life. And I grow with them. I try to be an example. Each day I try to be better than I was yesterday. And I think this is the best thing what you can do for your children, right? To
Yeah.
teach them how to overcome challenges and obstacles, how to face hard times, how to be happy when you face an excitement, and something great is popping into your life. But besides that, probably the serving to the world, that that um, that mission that I born with, that I came to this planet for, is make me waking up each day and and move forward. And no matter how hard the times are, what are the challenges I'm facing, I just know where I'm going. I know what kind of impact I am willing to create to this world. And yeah, and that's what inspires me and motivate me.
Yep.
Now, I just want to mention one thing. There is a big difference between inspiration and motivation, to my personal opinion, because inspiration, that's actually the fuel what's keeping you move forward, right? And motivation, that's what you find on a daily basis um, through other people, who come into your life. For example, like you, person like you, I look at you and I think, oh my God, Adam motivates me to 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 move forward. Yeah, so I think we all need to find an inspiration.
Exactly. All right. So you have a little gift for us, and I'm going to share that for you in just a moment. But I'm going to ask the final question right now. In general, after this episode ends, it's going to be about a minute from now. What is one action you would want our listeners to take?
I think each of us have to slow down today for a moment, let's say after work, or find a minute during the work and ask ourselves the most important questions. Where are we going? And what do we truly want in life, right? What do we want to achieve? And while we're doing that, I want people to tune into their heart and find the answer not by thoughts that come up to their mind, but by feelings, because actually those kind of answers are true. And once the answers will come, just stick with that, and then and keep going. Everything starts with questions. So
Yes, absolutely. All right. So for our listeners, and this is a first for the Brilliance Plus Passion Project, Yana's gift is something that you can access by visiting the episode post for this episode at our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com. If you are on the companion YouTube channel, look down in the notes. If you're on the website, look down for the link, and you will be able to see this gift. It's a poem, a manifestation, it's a chant,
yeah.
it's a prayer, it's whatever you want to call it in your own language according to your own truth, called I Honor My Inner Power.
I honor my inner power. And that's exactly
I honor my inner power. Honor my inner power, yes.
And that's exactly what I want people to do tonight, right? To find the time and honor their inner power and ask and go through it and embody that wisdom, and everybody know about that. But you need to sense it, you need to feel it in order to co-create with the universe. And then ask yourself the most important questions and find an answer for yourself.
All right. So, Yana Gotov, thank you so much for being with us today. It's been an honor, and believe me, an education.
Thank you so much, Adam. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning into the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast, where we celebrate entrepreneurs, business creators, and brilliant minds who are making a difference for their community, market, and audience. Remember to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com and enjoy even more great episodes like this one. Again, while you're here, subscribe to us via your favorite network. We look forward to seeing you next time on the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast.